And looky here. My Freightliner has a friend today. Oh, and it's another Freightliner even. Coming into the visitor center. I've got my little passport. Makes me feel like a kid.
We are here.
Okay.
And everything we have in the park is north of us. And all of the dark green shaded spots are where you'll see the really big trees. It's the old growth forest.
I just finished at the visitor center, got my passport stamped, I got my brochures, I watched the movie, I looked around a little bit, and now it's time to go drive through the Redwoods and take a couple of hikes. I'm gonna put on my fun red boots this time. We'll see how that goes for hiking. They should be okay. Here in Northern California, I've got my hippie pants on and my hemp shirt and all that. So, gotta dress like a local, right? I can't do that everywhere, but I can do that here. It's straight up noon. I just finished at the visitor center. Just before I left, I ended up talking to the owner of the other Freightliner. She and her husband built it out. It's beautiful and simple. I should have asked to film it, and I didn't. She's traveling with her sister. They're from New Hampshire, and the cool thing that they do, so they have two Sprinters. They have this one that's the same length as mine, the 170, and then they have a 144 back in New Hampshire. And they keep this one out on the West Coast, and then they fly and drive it somewhere, and then fly from there, and then come back. So I thought that was very cool. So being noon, I'm gonna try to do as much of the Redwoods as I can, and still try and get to Oregon before 4:30 or 5 so that I can find a place to park for the night in Oregon. California is just harder, so I know I can find spots in Oregon. I know how to do that. Today is just so gorgeous. Look at the color of that sky. Doing the coastal trail. I should probably get a gimbal, huh? They're expensive. And it's so pretty. Love this. You can hear the waves crashing, leaves crunching. It's just so pretty how you can see the ocean from here. Driving out to Stout Grove, it's a dirt road. It's mostly one way, but I think there's another way out, and I think it's going to be a lot easier to get out of here. It is so incredible to be driving so close to these giant redwoods. The road's pretty rough, and it's wet, and I'm really glad I have my all-terrain tires. I'm at the Stout Grove, little half-mile loop hike. It was quite a drive to get in here. Yeah. The noise, the sound of the trees, the wind in the trees. Once again, I wish YouTube had smell-o-vision. Had an ability for you to smell the earth here. It's so clean. The trees definitely fall here, and What happens is it allows for light to reach the little baby trees so that they can grow up. Not even entirely sure what's going on here. Love moving water. Family, Cattell Redway, they're homeschoolers. Takes one to know one, I guess. I'm a 20-year veteran. And just said goodbye to them, and I'm walking through these amazing felled trees. A place nearby, and I was so tempted to ask them if I could follow them home like a little lost puppy. Again, you know, the days are so short right now, so it's getting a little more challenging to do anything during the day and find a place to sleep at night. It looks like they were two trees that were standing right next to each other, and they fell in opposite directions, and so their roots are facing each other now. So these burls are actually dormant baby trees. So when the main tree, so it creates these burls, and then when the main tree dies, it sends the chemicals and the nutrients to the burls to reproduce. And it ends up sprouting clone trees. There is such a deep peace here. It's very spiritual. I love this cathedral of redwood trees, and actually quite a few other trees too that I'm not even sure what they are. I'm just so grateful that these protected places are available for us. Today was my first day through the Redwood State and National Park. And so I've just touched on a few pieces of it. I'll be back. So this is part 1. This is Joni with TheGalavan. Enjoy your journey.